What is up, good people? Jungle Link here, hope you're doing well. This is so interesting. Users on X were giving Vitalik a hard time, saying, you know what, we're having all these problems now. It was real crypto when we were proof of work. The Ethereum blockchain never should have made the transition to proof of stake. And Vitalik is coming back saying, you don't know what you're talking about. We see this article from the block. Vitalik Buterin says Ethereum proof of work was quite centralized in a temporary stage until proof of stake. You know, they got to be so careful here, first and foremost. They're in the midst of a significant SEC inquiry. Consensus has already received a Wells notice. This implicates everyone. You don't want to be getting into these conversations in a public forum because, believe me, the SEC is sitting there screenshotting all of this. And what you just said there is the original proof of work Ethereum blockchain is essentially, and we've been saying this here on this channel and other XRP ecosystem channels for a while, that was really a beta, that it was never a finished product. It was never meant to even be a finished product. And they literally, as they use that to build out their platform, raise money, of course, they use that as a springboard to launch their fully new and really day one blockchain, which happened during the merge, and it's the proof of stake chain, which is totally and radically new. And that's really the first day of Ethereum, is the blockchain we will see going forward in the future. And so the proof of work chain, again, is just a beta, a fundraising mechanism, everything that Hinman said that it wasn't. And you just don't want to be saying this kind of stuff out loud because it doesn't look good. The SEC, I guarantee, is taking pictures of this, and they're going to use this against them, and it could be quite damaging. Now, when we look at this, should Ethereum have made the switch? Because a lot of people look back to the glory years of proof of work. You know my opinion. I think you don't want to mess with Bitcoin. Proof of work works well for what you're trying to do there. Sound money, hard money. That's really its principle. But with Ethereum, you're trying to do all sorts of complex things, smart contracts, DeFi, gaming, you name it. And so when you have advanced feature sets, you need more advanced architecture. Same thing with the XRP ledger. Again, you have lightning fast payments on that blockchain and swaps and decentralized exchanges. And it just wouldn't be appropriate, that proof of work architecture. So they absolutely had to make that transition. Now, is the current framework of their blockchain scalable long term? Is that the answer? Or one of these other blockchains in the smart contract arena doing it better? Only time will tell us that as we see this be built out and users onboarded. We can sit here and debate that all day long. But there is no debate. Ethereum had to make that switch. They could not stay proof of work. And the one thing they don't want to say now, and this really is the truth, they had to be proof of work because if you remember, when the XRP ledger was like the lone wolf, people were like, that's not real crypto. You have to be proof of work if you're going to be taken seriously. And that vision for the future is really correct. Most blockchains today are not proof of work, and it would not be appropriate for most use cases. And again, another thing we've said for a really long time. So Ethereum absolutely had to make this switch over. It could not stay with the frameworks of mining. It's just not fast enough. It's just going to, churn a lot of electricity, and you're going to underperform compared to your contemporaries. They had to make that move, and now that kind of, negates all that stuff that Hinman said before, doesn't it? Not that that was binding anyway. That was, Citizen Hinman's opinion, but now we have a fresh blockchain that was just launched day one at the point of the merge, and it's game over there in terms of even trying to lean on anything from the past, because this is a fresh blockchain. And I really think if you are Vitalik, if you are Joe Lubin, or anyone involved in the Ethereum ecosystem in a significant way, you better be talking to legal counsel before you're running on X and just spouting off stuff, because I guarantee you the SEC is watching, and they are watching carefully. I mean, they were watching us in the Ripple Court case. We saw many of our posts, it's just regular XRP community members, make its way into that lawsuit. If you don't think they're going to do the same against principles in the Ethereum Foundation and principles and consensus, it's going to be a big issue here They got to be careful what they say going forward. Let me know what you think down below. And as always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.